Hi everyone, this is Brooke Akins, and on behalf of Q1 Productions, I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be looking at the FDA-CMS parallel review process, and we'll review the pilot program and discuss how you can adapt to some of the expected guidances. We're very lucky to have Dr. Rochelle Fink, who is the FDA-CMS Liaison at the FDA, as well as Sandra Statz, who is the Vice President of Clinical and Regulatory Affairs at Exact Sciences Corporation with us today. And Rochelle's going to be discussing CMS and FDA's regulatory review and coverage coordination of the program. And Sandy's going to be providing an industry perspective on the parallel review processes. At this time, it's my honor to hand it over to our first presenter today, again, Dr. Rochelle Fink of FDA. Rochelle, good afternoon to you and welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very, very much for having me today, and thank you to everybody on the phone for taking your lunch hour to listen to my presentation. So I'm going to talk today about CMS and FDA's coordinated efforts. I'm going to specifically speak to our coordinated efforts on the device side, as I work in the Center for Devices and Radiological Health, CDRH, and I'm happy to answer any questions that I miss afterwards. Okay, so one of the things that I think is interesting because, as was mentioned earlier, I spent part of my week at FDA and the other part of my week at CDRH, is that a lot of sponsors will come to FDA, or I'm sorry, I spent part of my week at FDA and the other part of my week at CMS. A lot of sponsors will come to FDA or CMS, and they'll want to know, you know, the other agency, for instance, I came to FDA and FDA told me what I needed to do in order to show safety and effectiveness, and they'll say to CMS, you know, why is it that you're asking me to show different clinical endpoints? And CMS will say, well, the two agencies have different statutory authorities. And the same thing will happen with FDA, where a company will learn the endpoints that CMS wants, and they'll say to FDA, but why are you asking me for different endpoints? And again, it gets back to the point where both agencies have different statutory authorities, and when they evaluate a device, they have to evaluate it according to their respective statutory authorities. So I thought that we could just quickly go over what their statutory authorities are. So again, we're talking about FDA, CDRH, the Center for Devices.
On behalf of Q1 Productions, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you'd like to see the full webinar presentation, please follow this link to add it to your cart. If you have any questions or need further assistance, please contact us at webinars@q1productions.com. Thank you.